Today on the news hit, we're going to be talking about some Oscar movies. The Oscars are coming up, so I've been trying to kind of like watch some Oscar fucking deals, and this is one of them. I recently saw The Revenant. I went to the theaters. I saw it. It is based on a true story. I'm so glad I live in 2016. And so, yes, it was crazy. This movie is a survival against all odds movie. It is also a revenge film. It starts off with one of like the crazy, it's kind of like Saving Private Ryan, where they did that big D-Day thing, you know, where they don't cut from it. Like they have this insane fucking shot of like this Indian attack on some fur trappers. Because if you didn't know, this movie takes place like back in Manifest Destiny times where things are still crazy in the United States. Man, that bear attack is totally worth the price of admission. Okay, I mean, you know that it's gonna happen. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. I was waiting for it. It happened. But then, like, as the attack went on, like, I became, like, further and further, like, invested in it. Like, it was so fucking realistic. Like, okay, full disclosure here, I'm like super empathic, and like that's why I like movies, because they put me in the place of like another person, and that's why I'm so addicted to them, because I love like experiencing other feelings that I can't experience because I'm in my own life. And so being in this guy's life and like experiencing this bear attack with this man, like I was seriously getting like fucked up from this shit. Like I was like, fuck, he's in the middle of nowhere. He's just been attacked by this fucking bear. He's bleeding, like, out of, like, everywhere. Like, he's fucking throat's fucking coming out. Like, he's gonna fucking die. And I started, like, I was, like, getting, like, I just turned white. And I was like, ugh. And then, like, I had to excuse myself after the bear attack.
You had to leave the theater?
I left the theater. I fucking went to the bathroom because I thought I was gonna throw up. Like, I was having a serious panic attack. And I, like, sat down. I didn't throw up. But I sat down on the toilet. And I just, like I had, like, you know that tunnel vision where, like, you start seeing spots and, like, shit starts going, like, wah. Like, I was, like, getting ready to fucking pass out. So, like, fucking big ups to The Revenant for, like, really making me feel something, because I really thought that I'd been attacked by a bear, and, like, it fucking sucked. And, like, honestly, like, I've always thought that bears were bullshit, and, like, after that movie, I was like, fuck bears! Like, that shit sucks!
You
didn't
take bears seriously?
No, I didn't take bears seriously! I've never taken bears seriously, and now I totally fucking do. Absolutely. So, the bear attack is totally worth the price of admission, but just after that happens, feel free to leave at any time. Feel free to leave at any time. Yeah, because, fuck, man.
You didn't like the rest of the movie?
It's just such a slog. It's such a slog of, like, grunting and, like, man, like, ugh, like, I'm dying. And, like, the whole movie, I was like, Leo, just take the gift of death. Like, he kept, like the gift of death kept presenting itself to him, and he just, like, wouldn't take it because he had to get revenge, you know, on fucking Tom Hardy. And I was just like, dude, just take it. It was brutal. There's, like, no fun in this movie. It's a total slog. In my opinion, the suffering that Leo has to go to is not really rewarding when the whole point of it is just to, like, get revenge, and then everyone dies. There's literally one fucking scene where fucking everyone's smiling, and it's when Leo gets picked up by the shaman dude, and then they're in the snow, and they're like, trying to get the snowflakes that are coming down. They're just like, and I was like, I love this scene! It's the one scene where somebody smiles, but then after that, there was, like, no more smiles for the rest of the movie. I was really sad. The whole movie is masochistic on every fucking aspect, metaphysically speaking, okay? From the story, it's very masochistic, because you have this guy, and he's, like, just trying to survive, and it's just, like, sucks, and it's, like, just die already. But then, on the actual in real life level, you have the crew, and, like, they're really out in the cold, okay? They're really out in the middle of fucking nowhere cold. I mean, and they're out in the middle of nowhere. Like, they were filming in, like, somewhere crazy in South America. And so, like, the actual process of filming this film is as masochistic as the film itself. Like, it's just, like, these people suffered to make this film. And it's like, for what? For, like, some dude to get revenge? Like, whatever. I mean, for me, it's not the payoff that I would prefer, but I understand that other people would find this, like, totally fine, because it's a Superman movie. Like, it's totally cool. I get it. I personally wasn't really excited about this film. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking beautiful, okay? It's fucking beautiful, okay? This was shot on digital. And this finally makes me a believer in digital. What's the fucking cameras called? Fucking
The
camera.
Alexa 65 millimeter.
All right, Alexa 65 millimeter, whatever the fuck. Okay, like that thing looks fucking great. All right, like I've been talking so much shit on digital for so long. I love the way film looks, but man, this movie was like monumental in what it achieved as far as like showing what digital could do and like really showing off like the amazingness of it. I compare this movie a lot with like a feminine counterpoint. Like if this is a really super heavy masculine fucking movie about survival, I think that Gravity by Iñárritu is like the feminine counterpoint, right? And so being a woman, I really gravitate more towards Gravity. Yeah, they're both survival despite the odds movies. These movies are two movies about, you know, surviving whatever. But like with Gravity, she's like so Stone, her daughter died. Leo, his son died, right? And like, I mean, yeah, his son was murdered and like her daughter just died in an accident, whatever. But like, it was all about her finding the will to live despite her loss. Whereas the masculine movie is like, well, I gotta kill this guy who killed my son, which is like vibrationally, that's very low. Whereas like with Gravity, it's very high. So I definitely recommend Gravity over The Revenant. If you want to see the bear attack, like it's totally worth the admission to see the bear attack, but you can just leave anytime after that. It doesn't matter. You know, he gets his revenge, whatever, who cares? So that's it for today. I'm really excited for America and for the Oscars.
What's your Oscar pick?
I think the bear's gonna win for Best Actor. Sorry, Leo. And that's it for the review of The Revenant. Go watch the Oscars. I'll be watching some of it somewhere. Cheers.